Welcome back, YouTube. Sensei Domino here. Welcome to the Spine Ticks After Party. Got some great stuff to share with you tonight. I have 2 TTM returns, some eBay pickups. I'll be showing the last group of the 1984 Topps Baseball starter set, and I'll also be opening a few packs of 1990 Kingpins bowling cards. But let's go ahead and get started. Let's start with the TTMs. So this first TTM, I actually opened this live on the Autograph Fisherman John Burgess's TTM stream on Monday, April 1st. So you might have seen this already. This comes from Baltimore, Maryland. And although the address label is covering it up, the initials are TP. This is a legendary X Games performer, stunt performer, NASCAR driver. He was in the 2023 Daytona 500. He also drove in the Nationwide Series. Just an absolutely incredible performer. And I guess I shipped this out in August of last year, so happy to get this back. They did use the pouch. And it's Travis Pastrana. He also created the TV show Nitro Circus, which is a spin-off of Jackass. Just an amazing performer. In 2018, he actually attempted and broke 3 Evel Knievel records, or attempted records, in Las Vegas. I believe he jumped over something like 58 cars, and then 16 buses, and then he jumped over the fountain, all in one night. So just absolutely incredible performer. Always kind of pushing the limits of what, the human body can do. But yeah, amazing athlete. And this autograph looks fantastic on this 2019 Allen and Ginter. And then this one's a little bubbled up. This is his 2013 Press Pass Ignite. This is when he was driving in the Nationwide Series. Just a little bubbled up right there. But this is a glossy surface, so I guess it's not surprising. And he did not sign the 2013 Press Pass. Yeah, I guess it's just regular Press Pass. But I believe this is sort of considered as a NASCAR rookie, I guess. So thank you so much, Mr. Pastrana, for taking the time. Really excited to get these autographs into the collection. Yeah, he's sort of a modern-day Evel Knievel in some aspects, and just always trying different, extreme games and different activities, and always trying to push the limits of what he can do. So super excited to get this back. Thank you so much. All right. Really excited to get this one as well. This one's from Parts Unknown. They did not stamp this one, so I guess technically I could use this Canadian stamp again. But as you can see, it did come from Canada. And I believe I sent this through the Toronto Maple Leafs. Initials are HW. And this is far and away the greatest female hockey player in history. Really excited to get this one back. I think I sent this out in July of last year, so it was out for like 10 months or so. But it's Haley Wickenheiser. And this is in the game. What year is this? This is 2007 in the game. And again, with the glossy surface, this is kind of a little streaky, a little bubbly. That's okay. Still happy to get it. And this is her rookie card. 1994-95 Classic Hockey. Right here with Team Canada. This one's kind of a foily looking card. The autograph looks fantastic on this one. And this one is kind of cool. I'm not the biggest um, patch guy, relic guy, but I got this for a good deal. This is a Goodwin Champions. Let me see what year. 2014 Goodwin Champions. This is a two-color patch, just a little bit of a stripe right there. She signed that one as well. Unfortunately, this one looks like it took a little bit of damage to and from. There's a little bit of a notch right there, and there's a slight crease right here. So a little disappointed about that, but still, I don't care. This is basically the Wayne Gretzky of women's hockey, and definitely worth the wait on this. And this one actually says that this has been certified to us as game worn. So this is not one of those, not from any official game, garbage, player worn, garbage. This is game used. So happy to get this, get it signed. So thank you so much, Mrs. Wickenheiser. Really appreciate you taking the time, and absolutely ecstatic to add this to the collection. Thank you so much. All right, so that's the TTMs for the week. Next, I actually bought 56 autographs from the Autograph Den over one day, and both packages arrived today. The maximum you can have on any one order is 40, so it basically ended up being two orders. But I'm going to show the hockey, and then I have one Olympic card that I'll be showing as well, and I'll save baseball, basketball, and football for next week probably. But let's go ahead and get started. So first we have Tracy Calkins. She's a 3-time Olympic gold medalist swimmer, 5-time world champion, and a former world record holder in 3 events. So definitely a decorated Olympian right here. And I'm not sure what sort of pen that she used to sign this, but it's almost like a calligraphy type pen or something. It looks kind of cool. But happy to get this. She was part of the 1984 Olympics. All right, so that's the Olympic card that I picked up. The rest of these will be hockey. We got Tim Chevelday, rookie card, 1991 Pro Set. Really am a big fan of this set. This was really the set that got me into hockey. Although it is junk wax, it was absolutely a loaded year to get into hockey. So really like that set for sure. Next, couple of cards from a former Dallas Star. This is actually a score traded card. This is Craig Ludwig. He was a member of the Stars when they moved here from Minnesota. And we also have a 91-92 Pro Set. All right, next we have a 93-94 Pinnacle, signed by Benoit Hogue. Next, I have a few autographs of this individual. This is a 91-92 Pro Set, Tony Herkak. And this is a 99-2000 Upper Deck MVP. This is a 90-91 Upper Deck. All right, so that's all the Hurcac. Next, another 90-91 Pro Set. Jocelyn Lemieux. Next, this guy was one of the guys that everybody was chasing because he was the first overall pick early in my collecting days. So, sort of always had an affinity for this player. Although I mean, I guess he would. I would say that he had an average career at best. But it's Roman Hammerlick. This is a 1993 Pro Hockey Prospects by Classic. And this one looks like it's a little bit sort of chipping away. It's almost like you use sort of a gold paint pen or something. But still, it's there. Yeah, Tampa Bay first overall pick in 1992. So yeah, he was sort of one of the chase guys early in my hockey collecting days. This one did turn out pretty good. Looks like these were probably signed at the same time. Not even sure what this is. This is a Parkhurst. Looks like 94. I think that says 1993. 1993 Parkhurst. Cool looking card. All right, next, this is a 4-Sport 94-95 Classic 4-Sport. Wayne Primo. As you might have seen on the back, he's the brother of Keith Primo. And I say that because, here we go, Keith Primo. The next autograph up. Nice gold signature right there on the 1991 score. What's this, 91-92? Yeah. All right, next we have 92-93 Upper Deck, Ray Ferraro. Next, one of the legendary stashes in hockey history. This is a 91-92 O-Pee-Chee Premier. Dirk Graham. Check out that stash. All right, next. This is a former star. Not even sure what set this is. 1991 Ultimate Sports Cards Hockey or something like that. No idea. But it's Richard Matvechuk. I've never seen this set before in my life. All right, next. Love this guy or hate him. He was a nice player. This is 1992-93 Upper Deck. Ulf Samuelsson. Man, he's got an interesting autograph. His last name's so big, he kind of signs it in a arch right here. Ulf Samuelsson. That's pretty cool. Definitely one of those dirty players, but still a notable name for sure. All right, next, this is 2004 Pacific Prospects. I guess this is AHL, former Dallas Stars goalie. This is Kari Lettinen. Cool looking card. Kind of a streaky autograph. Not even sure what that is. It's almost like he just scribbled on the card. But I guess it's better than initials, right? All right, next we have a legendary TTM signer. I've got a lot of his autographs, but I didn't have one on a card until now. Happy to get this. This is a 1990-91 Upper Deck. There's the great Brian Propp. Guffaw, Brian Propp. I sent him an email probably 2 years ago now requesting his autograph, and he sent me like 9 things signed. Business cards, 5x7s, just all sorts of stuff. Just an amazing guy. And former Minnesota North Star as well. But really happy to get his autograph on a card. All right, we have 4 or 5 more, and these are some of the bigger names, some of the more notable names, I guess, from the group. This is 2000-2001. And this is Upper Deck MVP. This is Doug Waite. For a glossy card, that turned out pretty nice. Next, this is a Bowman. I guess it's like a Bowman Prospects or Bowman CHL or something. This is Jason Spezza. Really nice player. Next, this is also from the same set. This is 99-2000 Bowman. I guess it's a CHL or Bowman Prospects. This is Brad Richards. And the last autograph I'll be showing today, this is from 92-93 Topps. It's Mike Ricci. Part of the Lindros-Forsberg trade. Nice player for sure. All right, so I guess that's like the first 1/3, I guess, of the autographs that I picked up. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing those. All right, on to the eBay pickups. I'm going to save this one for last because that one's really kind of cool. All right, so this is a mixture of vintage and modern. I'll go ahead and show the modern first. Sort of get it out of the way since I'm more of a vintage guy. This is from 1999, Just Minors. I guess this that wasn't the last autograph I'm showing because here's an autograph right here, but this is not a TTM type autograph. This is on card from a pack, I'm guessing, but this is Rafael Furcal, minor league, playing for the Macon Braves. Shout out to Zach Sports Cards and Collectibles, and this one's hand numbered 122 out of 200. So I saw this for a really nice price and decided to bundle this with a couple other cards I was picking up. Didn't pay a whole lot for it, and I don't think, for call TTM. So happy to get his autograph this way. All right, next, I've got a pair of Bowman paper, I guess they call it, 2016 Bowman. This is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Unfortunately, one of these sort of got pinned in the envelope. This one right here, it sort of slid out of the top loader, and I guess it got pushed against. So there's like a little bit of a impression right here on the card. So a little disappointed about that, but at least I have the other one. And wasn't really worth complaining about. But you do kind of wish that, that the sellers could put these in a team bag, or at the very least some painter's tape or something to make sure that the cards don't fall out. But some of them don't. So this first Bowman, Vladimir Guerrero, was sort of a victim of laziness or something. Who knows? All right. Next, we have a couple of Yordan Alvarez cards, starting with this 2019 Bowman Chrome. I think he's a fantastic young player. Decided to pick up a couple of these minor league / rookie cards. And the other one is 2020 Topps Turkey Red. I do like the Turkey Reds because the old, the 1912 or 1913 cabinet cards, they're just gorgeous. So I love that they sort of recreated those. And I guess the last sort of modern card that I picked up, this is 2001 Upper Deck, and it's an Ichiro rookie. Anytime you can get a good deal on an Ichiro rookie, you got to pick it up. Most hits in professional baseball history right here. Amazing, amazing player. All right, I believe the rest is vintage. Yeah, the rest is vintage. Some are bigger names than others, but still happy to pick all of these up. Starting with 1963 Topps, Bill Rigney. I just really like the image on this card. Standing outside the dugout, hollering at somebody. Really cool LA Angels logo right there. And the card's in nice shape as well. Not a whole lot of chipping down here in the colored part of the card. But yeah, great image right there. And I also got another nice looking card from the same set. This is the 1962 American League Strikeout Leaders with several notable names, but a pair of Hall of Famers. Got Jim Bunning and Jim Cott. Also Camilo Pascual, fantastic TTMer, Juan Pizarro, and Ralph Terry. And this card's in great shape as well. Little off center, but not too bad. All right, next, really excited to get this card. I had this card in beat up condition when I was a kid, and traded it off in one of the hundreds of trades that I made when I was younger. Really excited to get this back and in fantastic shape. This is a 1966 Topps Phil Niekro. His rookie is 1964, so I'm not sure if he had a 65 card or not, but I guess this would be like a third-year card, I guess. But it might be a second card. I'd have to check to see if he has a 65, but I loved this card when I was younger and really happy to get this back in fantastic shape. A little off center, but super, super sharp. All right, I think the rest of these are from the 70s. Yeah. So I found one seller that was basically doing a set break of 74 tops, and so decided to pick up a couple cards. The ones that sort of fell into a comfortable price range. I didn't try to get any of the really big cards from the set, but I was happy to pick these up at a decent price. Go ahead and start with the 1974 tops Ken Griffey Sr. rookie card. Also, Steve Ontiveros had a nice long career. Kind of cool to get a Griffey Sr. rookie card. I also picked up a Hank Aaron special. This is card 70 through 73. I do have several of these in horrible condition from the 74 starter set that I picked up. But this one's in fantastic shape. Minor corner wear on the bottom. The top two are pretty sharp. Centering's not too bad at all. Definitely happy with this copy. And it's Hank Aaron, man. And speaking of Hank Aaron, here's another one. This is his All-Star card from 1974, along with Dick Allen, who should be in the Hall of Fame at some point. I love these All-Star cards. Great way to get Hall of Famers for a nice price. And the back is a puzzle piece. All right, moving on to 1975. And got this for a really good deal. And anytime you can get a Mantle card, you got to do it, especially when it's vintage. Although this is several years after he retired. Still a cool card. This is the MVP subset from the 1975 set, and this is the 1956 MVPs. Of course, you got Mickey Mantle on the 56, and Don Newcomb right there on the 56 as well. That's just an amazing card. I'll never have that real card in my collection, so kind of cool to have this one. And if you know 75, you know it's prone to the chipping, and there is very little chipping on these edges. There's a little touch right there in that corner that you can see, maybe something right down there, but otherwise very nice looking card. All right, next, this is 1976, and I love these Sporting News all-time All-Stars cards. I have like 4 of them, I think, now. After this one, I'd like to complete the little subset, but go ahead and check this one off the list for now. This is Honus Wagner, arguably the greatest shortstop of all time. Definitely has one of the greatest cards of all time. Just a cool image right there. Just a great looking subset that they did that year. All right, next, I've always been intrigued by this set. I'm not even sure how these were distributed. I don't know if these were in their own packs or if these were inserted into packs at the time. But I've always been intrigued by these, and this is the first pickups that I've made from this sort of set. So if you know if these were actually distributed with the regular 1977 tops or if these were their own packs, let me know. But these are the cloth stickers. And it says collect all 55 stickers. And this is kind of funny because I'm doing the Carl Yastrzemski Topps player run, and I actually don't have his regular 1977 card, but I did pick up 2 of the cloth stickers. So I'm going to have to pick up this 77 Topps to add to these and continue on that player run. I think that's the only 70s Carl Yastrzemski card that I need at this point is the 77. But now I've got these stickers, which is kind of cool. And this is a pretty cool idea, actually. Making cloth versions of these cards. I do like sort of the, you know, I don't want to call them oddball cards, but, unique cards, unique ideas and stuff like that. But I also picked up the 77 Dave Winfield. And this one's got a little bit of, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little bit of fraying. A couple little pieces of cloth hanging off right there. Focus is acting up. Let's see. Yeah, I guess you can see it right there. But otherwise, looks pretty good. And I do have the regular version of this card. Might have the O-Pee-Chee as well. All right, so moving on to my I guess I would say my favorite sort of pickup of the week, because there was one card in this set that I've almost been waiting 2 years to get. It's sort of blown up in price. It's regularly selling for, 75, $80. Sometimes, somebody will get it for, in an auction, a little over $50. And not that I don't think that the card is worth that, but I didn't want to pay that for it. And finally, I found a lot of cards from the set that included that card, and was really excited to get it. Really excited to. It was actually a buy it now, and I couldn't buy it now fast enough. But it has a couple other interesting cards in it. This is from the 1953 Bowman TV and Radio Stars of NBC set, and let me just. I guess I'll save the last few for last. I am kind of unfamiliar with a lot of these individuals, but I will do a little research on them and learn a bit more about them. But these are all in really nice shape. Actually, I think there's one that's got a little minor crease in it. But yeah, they're just gorgeous looking cards. And these are a larger size. These are kind of this similar size to the baseball cards that came out in the early 50s. So these are in the vintage top loaders. But most of these almost look like they were pulled right out of a pack, which is just incredible for a set from 1953. So this is Jeffrey Lynn. I don't know if I said it or not. All right, next, I have a pair of cards. I think one of these might be the one that has the crease. Let me find the one with the crease in it. Oh, okay. I actually found the one with the crease in it. All right, so these are of Virginia Dwyer. And she was in Wonderful John Acton show. And this one right here has got a little bit of a red sort of print dot or something right there on her nose. The other one's pretty nice. I do have a couple cards from this set. Most notably is the Don Herbert, who was Mr. Wizard. And I mention that because this next card, and this is the card with the minor crease in it, this individual was actually part of that show. And this is Susan Levin. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, there's a little crease right here. Yeah, I guess there she is. I don't know, maybe looking at some sort of science experiment or something right there. Yeah, she was on Mr. Wizard. And although I haven't seen too many of the original Mr. Wizard show, I did grow up with the Mr. Wizard's World that was on Nickelodeon in the 80s. So I do enjoy Mr. Wizard's work, and he definitely got me more interested into science, that's for sure. So kind of cool to get a Susan Levin card who was on that show, although I'm not really familiar with her. All right, next we have the This is Florence Williams, and it says heroine of NBC's daytime serial drama Front Page Feral. All right, next, this is probably one of the more notable names um, from this lot. This is Estelle Parsons. I guess I probably know her most for being the mother of Roseanne on the TV show Roseanne. I think she might still be alive. All right. The next card, I actually showed this on Aaron Sports Cards and Things show yesterday. I love this card. I didn't know this card existed, and kind of happy to get it. Happy that it was in this lot. This is J. Fred Muggs. And apparently, J. Fred Muggs was adopted when he was 11 months old by a couple of executives of NBC, and they sort of made him the mascot of the Today Show. And here he is with like a lollipop or something like that. J. Fred Muggs, yeah, that's his name. J. Fred Muggs is actually still alive today. He's 72 years old. But I was reading about him, and apparently in Japan, he was the second most popular celebrity behind only Marilyn Monroe. So I found that kind of interesting. And another thing that I learned is J. Fred Muggs learned that he couldn't be punished when the red light was on, meaning that they were actually recording in the studio. And so he would actually wait until that red light turned on, and then he would actually start misbehaving. So I thought that was kind of funny as well. But here we go. I guess J. Fred Muggs only had one card, so this is a J. Fred Muggs rookie card. And it was pretty interesting reading about this guy. Yeah, pretty cool. But all of that being said, there was one card in the set that I was really excited to get. I know Tex has this card, and I was happy to see him get the card. But I've been waiting for basically 2 years to get this card. A huge fan of this actor. And, when I discovered that he actually had a card from the 1950s under a different name than we all know him as, I had to get it. And absolutely love this card. This card is in almost pristine shape. If I was a grader, I would have no hesitations grading this card. And I imagine this could come back as like an 8 or better. It's that beautiful. But here we go. How about a 1953 Ronnie Walken rookie card? And you might be saying, who is Ronnie Walken? Well, you know who Christopher Walken is. This is Christopher Walken. And so, absolutely ecstatic to get this card. And even more ecstatic to get this card in such amazing shape. Such a cool card. And of course, as he would say, you need more cowbell. But yeah, definitely my favorite pickup of the week. And to get all of these other cards from that set, this is all bonus because this is the one that I was really after, and I got this for a fraction of what it sells for. So sometimes patience pays off, and this is a case where patience definitely paid off. And I can't tell you how excited I am to have that card in my collection. All right, so next, I was actually going to save this for a little bit later on after I finish these starter sets. But I'm kind of excited about getting into it. I did a little bit of research today um, about this set, and I do have this set already, but a pair of the cards got destroyed getting TTM'd. Although they were signed, they just got really creased up, and so I was actually looking to get another set, and I stumbled upon an entire box of cards for basically double what the set goes for, but there's 10 cards per pack, 36 packs, so there's a chance of me potentially getting like 3 complete sets plus out of a box of this, and so I decided to buy the box instead. And while researching the set, I discovered out of the, I guess it's 99 cards because there's one checklist, but out of the 99 players that are in this set, 59 of them are Hall of Famers. So just an incredible checklist of talent. And let me just go ahead and show it. I did show this on Aaron's stream yesterday. And if you've watched my channel for a while, I have shown the complete set before. This is the 1990 Kingpins Premier Edition sealed box. And as far as I know, they didn't have another bowling set until like 2008 or something. I think Rittenhouse did it or something. But this is loaded with rookie cards and, some of the legendary names in bowling history. And to my surprise, there's actually a chance of getting autographs in here. There's a Dick Weber, Earl Anthony, which would be fantastic to get. And then I believe this is Wyatt Webb. And we have Marshall Holman right there. But there are autographs in this set and in this box. And this is from 1990, so this is definitely early for them to put autographs into this box. So that's a little bit of the appeal of me kind of opening this up. Now I will open this over several weeks, and there will be weeks in between where I don't open any of it up. But let's just go ahead and get into this, and I'll probably open 6 packs today, and just kind of see what we can get. The biggest rookie cards from this set, I would say, are, of course, the Walter Ray Williams Jr. rookie card, arguably the greatest bowler of all time, and apparently the greatest horseshoe player of all time. There's also a Pete Weber rookie card in here. There's also a Norm Duke rookie card in here. Parker Bone III rookie card in here. Just some fantastic names. So really excited to get into this box and see how many sets I can actually complete. Sort of hung up on these tabs right here. There we go. Get it by the phone. All right, everything looks good. Let me go in here and make sure that there's 36 packs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, so there's 18. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah. 15, 16, 17, 18. So there are 36 packs. That's good. save those for another week. And I got 6 packs right here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right. Let's start ripping. Now, generally, you can find the set for about $10 plus shipping, sometimes cheaper. All right, so we got Warren Nelson. And I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. Look at that. First pack, a Pete Weber rookie card. Love it, love it, love it. That might be going out for a TTM. Gary Dickinson, I think he might be a Hall of Famer. In fact, I'm pretty sure he is. Bill Bonetta, I believe he's a Hall of Famer. Hey, Wayne Webb, we saw that on the side. Autographed on the side of the box. Brad Snell. Joe Salvamini. Not sure if no, he's not a Hall of Famer. Bob Handley. He's not a Hall of Famer. Mark McDowell. Not a Hall of Famer. Dale Eagle, I believe he's a Hall of Famer. But what a great pack. Got that Pete Weber rookie card. That's nice because that's one of the cards that got beat up in the mail. So that was another goal of mine from this, is to sort of put that set that I already had back together, minus the autograph cards. All right, next we have Jimmy Certain. Not a Hall of Famer. We have Steve Cook. Not sure if Cook is a Hall of Famer. I think he might be. Marshall Holman, Hall of Famer. Andy Marzich, that's kind of cool. Pretty sure he's a Hall of Famer. Tony Westlake, I think he's a Hall of Famer. Pretty sure he is. Wayne Zahn. I think he might be a Hall of Famer. Jim Stefanich. I think he might be a Hall of Famer. I'd have to double check. Paul Colwell. Maybe, I think so. Mark Baker, I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. No. George Pappas. I think he's a Hall of Famer. Yeah, so a few Hall of Famers in there. All right, pack number 3. I do have all of the Hall of Famers and stuff broken down on a piece of paper. That's why I'm sort of pausing. This is the whole set. All of these circled are Hall of Famers. This guy right here, Bob Benoit, was the first to bowl a 300 on television, but he's not a Hall of Famer. Yeah, and then these are the USBC Hall of Famers, and then the other ones are at least PBA Hall of Famers, if not both. And then there are a couple on the back. And then I even broke that down, and I actually thought it would be easier if I wrote all of the non-Hall of Famers on a sheet. And there were 40 non-Hall of Famers along with one checklist. So 41 of the cards in the set, which meant there were 59 Hall of Famers, 52 from the PBA and 7 from the USBC. So pretty good checklist for sure. But that's why I'm sort of pausing, because I'm trying to look on the sheet quickly without wasting too much time, and so I'm trying to see who are the Hall of Famers and who are not. But I definitely don't want to waste too much time doing that. But yeah, Earl Anthony, he's card number 1 in the set, definitely a Hall of Famer. Be cool if that was autographed. And then we got the checklist, which is nice. Charlie Tapp is not a Hall of Famer. Dave Davis. I don't know if he's a Hall of Famer or not. I guess he is because I don't see him. Steve Neff, not a Hall of Famer. Les Schisler, and I believe he's a Hall of Famer. Yeah. Bob Stramp. He looks like he's in the Hall of Fame. Steve Martin, not the actor-comedian, although Steve Martin is not in the Hall of Fame. Don McCune, and I believe he's a Hall of Famer. And Ernie Schlegel, and I believe he's a Hall of Famer, yeah. All right, 3 more packs. We got Jim Stefanich. We saw him earlier. Paul Cowell, we saw him as well. Mark Baker, yep. George Pappas. There's Dick Weber. We haven't seen him, but he's a legend, Hall of Famer. Pete Weber's dad. David Ferraro. I believe he's a Hall of Famer. I've not seen this card. Yep, Hall of Famer. Tom Kreitz. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. Nope. Warren Nelson. Not a Hall of Famer. Hey, another Pete Weber. I love it, I love it, I love it. So we got Dick Weber and Pete Weber in the same pack. Love it, love it. Oh, I guess I should show the last card, Gary Dickinson. All right, love that. All right, 2 to go. Okay, so I guess we're not going to get one of those autographs because it says 200 autographs of each of the top 10 all-time money winners are randomly inserted. So only 200 of each. So I don't think we're going to be hitting one of those. But it would be cool if we did. All right, so we got Barry Asher. I think he's a Hall of Famer. Yeah. Amleto Monticelli, Hall of Famer. Alan Chodor, not a Hall of Famer. Mike Durbin, Hall of Famer. Chris Schenkel, Hall of Famer. Nelson Burton Jr., Hall of Famer. Earl Anthony, Hall of Famer. We've seen him. All right, now this one is backwards. Actually, they're all backwards, so I don't think. Okay. Yeah. I was going to say maybe I got an autograph, but no. Of course not. Pete Couture. Not sure if he's a Hall of Famer or not. Let me see. Looks like he might be. Yeah, I think he might be. Tom Baker, I think he might be. Yep. And Art Trask is not. All right, so we got one more pack. I'd say we've done pretty well so far with the 2 Pete Webers, a couple Earl Anthonys, a Dick Weber. Maybe get one more of those really good rookie cards. And that'd be great. So Jim Pencack. Not sure if he's a Hall of Famer or not. No, he is not. Mike Albee. There we go. Great TTMer as well. Legend. I believe that's his rookie card as well, so that's nice. Glenn Allison, Hall of Famer. Harry Sullins. Not sure if he's a Hall of Famer or not, but I think he might be. Looks like he is. Butch Soper is not a Hall of Famer. Billy Walden. I believe he's a Hall of Famer. No, he is not. Dave Sutar. I think he might be a Hall of Famer. Ted Hannas. Do not think he's a Hall of Famer. Nope. Roger Boker. Looks like he's putting some grip in the hole of his ball or something. Roger Boker. I'm not sure if he's a Hall of Famer or not. He is not. And David Husted. And I don't think. Oh, maybe I was wrong. Looks like he might be a Hall of Famer. All right. So that's the first 6 packs of the 1990 Kingpins box. And I will be opening a few more of those here and there. So hopefully you enjoyed seeing those. Go ahead and clear this off, and then I'll finish off the video with the last group of 1984 Topps Baseball, the starter set. All right, so that's what we have left. And I don't know if I've shown this. This is the checklist. It's pretty long, what I need. Several of these with the check marks, I actually have the card, but I need to upgrade them because of condition or creasing or something like that. But yeah, still quite a ways away from completing the set. But yeah, that's the checklist. All right, so as always, I will show the backs of the first few cards, and then I'll just show the fronts to save time. I'll also show the backs of any notable cards that I happen to come across. But we'll start with the Mickey Rivers. This one does have a crease in it, like a little circular crease, so I'll be replacing this at some point. Next we have Ernie Witt. Next we have Mike Lacoste. Brad Havens. Oscar Gamble. Nice player. Dave Beard. Floyd Rayford. Got the Expos batting and pitching leaders. Al Oliver. Charlie Lee. Let me show you the back of that. It's a team checklist. Next, Greg Walker. Ron Davis. Pete Falcone. Dave Bergman. Glenn Hoffman. Carlos Diaz. Mark Bruhard. Dan Ford. This one will have to be replaced. It's got several creases in it. Steve Boros. There's a nasty crease right there. There's kind of one down at the bottom. Right here. Guess you can see it like that. Next, I have a Pete O'Brien. He's a nice TTM signer. Bo Diaz. Cool image. Johnny Ray, fantastic signer. George Fraser. Dennis Lamp is another great signer. Dwayne Kuiper. Craig McMurtry. Mike Moore. He was a nice pitcher with the A's in the late 80s. Walt Terrell. Scott Olger. Something like that. Olger. Ray Burris. Mike Davis. Mike Scott. Glenn Wilson. This one's a little rough. Got a little crease right there on his face. Rough corners. Probably have to replace that one. Leon Durham. Big fan of this guy. Pete Filson. Bake McBride. Jerry Royster. Brian Downing. Nice player. We have the Giants batting and pitching leaders, Jeffrey Leonard and Atlee Hammaker. I'll go ahead and show the back. Lonnie Smith. Jose De Leon. Bob McClure. Joe Negro. Could be a Hall of Famer. Milt Wilcox. Mike Easler. Got a cool batting stance. Andre Robertson. Jeff Lottie. Gene Richards. Jeff Reardon. Nice closer. Rick Camp. John Tudor. John Wathen. Mike Caldwell. Blue Jays batting and pitching leaders, Lloyd Mosby and Dave Stieb. This one's got, looks like you can see where the the gum came off the card and kind of took some of the surface away with it, probably. Oh, and actually, you look at the back, it's been marked as well, so definitely going to be replacing this one. Tom Hume. Bobby Johnson. Nice TTM signer, Steve Sachs. Len Barker. Gary Templeton. Nice player. Don Robinson. And this is kind of interesting. I'm not sure what this is. Rick Cerrone, but looks like, I don't know, a card or something got stuck to it. So this guy got remnants of a card. That doesn't look like a pack. That looks like something was stuck to it at some point. So yeah, that's definitely getting replaced. But Cerrone's a pretty nice TTM signer. Jerry Dibzinski. Jerry Dibzinski. That's a name. Hopefully I said it right. Al Cowens. Terry Harper. 1 second. Let me close out Wikipedia. The brightness is getting in my eyes. Next we have Larry Gura. Next we have Dave LaPointe. Next we have Ed Jurack. Next, this one's going to need to be replaced. Tom Foley. See a crease right there. Mike Krukow. Dave Righetti. Nice player. Pat Putnam. We have the Phillies batting and pitching leaders with Gary Matthews and John Denny. Not marked. Next we have Rick Lysander. Next we have Mike Richart. Tim Lawler. Tony Pena, fantastic catcher. Man, he had a cannon. Next we have Ron Renicky. This one's got some crease right there. Next we have Len Whitehouse. Tommy Herr. John McNamara. Rudy May. Dave Stapleton. Bob Baylor. Amos Otis. Brent Smith is a good signer. Jerry Augustine. Ray Knight, really nice player. Tom Brennan. Johnny LeMaster. Dave Stegman. Buddy Bell. Nice player for the Rangers for a while. Mike Walters. Tim Flannery. Pascual Perez. Chris Spire. And this is Dan Morogiello. Hopefully I said that right. Next we have Marty Barrett. Bob Shirley. Willie Aikens. Joe Price. Roy Howell. Alan Wiggins. Sweet Lou Whitaker. Pirates batting and pitching leaders, Bill Madlock and Rick Rhoden. Not marked. Dale Murray. Here's a couple of the active leaders. This is the NL active career hits leaders. We have Pete Rose, Rusty Staub, and Tony Perez. The only Hall of Famer. Should be. Next we have the NL active career home runs leaders. We have Mike Schmidt, Tony Perez, Dave Kingman. Both Hall of Famers. And I guess Hall of very good home run hitters. Next, we have the NL active career strikeout leaders. 3 Hall of Famers, Steve Carlton, Nolan Ryan, and Tom Seaver. These two were like right next to each other. Of course, Nolan Ryan just blew that record out of the water. Next, we have the AL active career hits leaders. Rod Carew, Bert Campaneris, and Reggie Jackson. Pair of Hall of Famers. And next we have the AL active career RBI leaders. Reggie Jackson, Ted Simmons, and Greg Nettles. Both of them are Hall of Famers. He was a really nice player, but not a Hall of Famer. Maybe one day. Next, we have the AL active career victories leaders. 2 Hall of Famers here. Jim Palmer, Don Sutton, and Tommy John is right on the door of being a Hall of Famer. I wouldn't have a problem with him being in. I think he might get in eventually. All right, and the last of the leaders cards, this is the AL active career ERAs leaders. And we have 2 Hall of Famers on this one, Jim Palmer and Raleigh Fingers. And Ron Guidry was a fantastic pitcher, fantastic TTM signer as well. In fact, all three of them. You could actually get this card signed by all three of them. I think Palmer's $10, Fingers I think is $20 now, and Guidry's free. Yeah, that would be gorgeous with all three of those signatures on it. Maybe. I don't have an extra of this, but I might have to pick up another one and try for that one. All right, moving on. We have Andy Hassler. Hopefully you've enjoyed seeing this 84 top starter set over the last couple weeks. Next we have Cesar Cedeno. I do enjoy the look of this set. Next we have Joel Youngblood. Great design with the sort of block lettering down here. Nice photography. Next we have Gene Tennis. Rick Burleson. Bill Schroeder. And I think starting next week, I'll be showing the 1985 top starter set. And that's the last starter set that I have that I'm working on. Bob Watson. Jamie Allen. And now this isn't like an active pursuit. This is sort of like a passive sort of goal of mine to complete these sets. So, you know, just here and there, not really in a rush or anything. But definitely have a goal to complete the top sets from like 73 to 85. I already have 86, and you know, if I do 87, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But you know, it's kind of junk wax, so not really too concerned about it. Mickey Hatcher. I do have all the main rookie cards and stuff from the 87 set. I'm kind of content with that. Pat Zachary. But if I did get a nice deal on the 87 top set, I wouldn't mind having it. Jeffrey Leonard. At 88, 89, 90, 91, no, thank you. No, thank you. I got enough of that stuff. No interest. Doug Flynn. Jim Palmer, Hall of Famer. Probably 15 or 20 cards to go. Charlie Moore. Kent Tekulve. Really nice pitcher. Sidearm. Richard Dotson. Bob Horner, 4 home runs in 1 game. Rance Mulliniks. Craig Swan. Mike Hargrove. Ken Forsch. Champ Summers. Ken Griffey, Sr. Todd Cruz. Tom Paciorek. Andy Hawkins. Jim Sundberg, longtime Ranger catcher. Steve Bye-Bye Balboni, nice TTMer. Leon Roberts. We have a nice batting and pitching leaders right here. Red Sox, Wade Boggs with a 361 batting average. Fantastic. And Bob Ojeda. It's unmarked. We have Milt May. Terry Forster. The last card of the set, Bill Russell. But I do have one other card that actually came with this starter lot, and it happens to be a traded card, so I'll go ahead and show it, and it's Wayne Gross. And you can immediately tell the traded because it's a completely different back, much brighter. And it's got the T next to the number in upper left, so yeah, that was the only one that was in this starter lot, but still kind of cool to have that. All right, so that's everything I have for you this week. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video tonight. Before we leave, I'd like to congratulate Spine Ticks on reaching 20,000 subscribers. Man, that's absolutely incredible. I sort of watched along as he reached 17,000, 18,000, 19,000, and 20,000 in just lightning quick time. So, yeah, congratulations on those amazing milestones, and can't wait to see you hit 30,000 and your ultimate goal, what was 100,000? Yeah, that's definitely within reach for sure. So congratulations, Sith. Very well deserved. And yeah, that's all I have for you this week. So yeah, hopefully everybody has a great weekend. And until next time, thanks for watching the video, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.